What is real? How do you define real?
Like everyone else, you were born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
The Fashion Matrix Podcast with Pablo Mentor.
Wake up and be free.
Welcome everyone to another episode here for the Fashion Matrix Podcast. That's right, this is your host, Pablo Mentor. Remember you can go to pablomentor.com or Style Systems with double S at the end.com so you can find out absolutely everything that I got going on. New seminars, new products. I got a deal going on for my books. Also, I'll keep you posted on that because it's going to be really, really something, man. I'm going to do a whole tour on that, on some of my books. And also, I'm starting to write a new one that is going to be about my transformation, about my spiritual awakening and how I went to the forest and with shamans. And anyway, but this is not today's podcast. For today's episode, I wanted to continue to discuss some of the things that we shared, or I shared on the last episode, which was the eating bread can make you healthy, right? Eating bread can actually make you lose weight. Shout out to Joseph's Organic Bakery. They're out there in North Miami. Man, if you haven't checked that episode, go stop right now, go listen to that episode and get on that vibration of understanding that it's all rigged. It's literally, it's all a scam when it comes to the food industry. They are poisoning us. You understand what I'm trying to say? They are literally poisoning you. You're eating shit. You're eating wood chips. This is something that Amos, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Shout out to him. He's the baker of Joseph's Organic Bakery. Man, he shared a lot of beautiful knowledge in regards to just one thing, which was bread. But if you really start looking at the labels and the ingredients of everything that you consume, first of all, you understand that you don't know nothing about what you're eating and what you're consuming, what you're drinking, right? And most people have lost the connection with their food. They don't know the producers, right? They don't know their farmers. They don't know who the fuck is dealing with their food. And remember, this is something that I think Socrates used to say, and probably I'm misquoting him. But again, don't listen to me. Everything that I say needs to be fact-checked, but truly fact-checked by you. What I'm trying to say is that you should make your own research and don't take my word for it. I want you to critically think for yourself. So I believe it was Socrates who said, make thy food thy medicine and thy medicine thy food, or something like that, right? I'm probably misquoting him. But yeah, through the way that you eat, your habits on what you eat or drink, that's what it all starts, man. That's where true health relies. Okay, you have no idea. And you probably, if you've been listening to my episodes, you've heard me saying that the mind is made out of 3 different layers. Well, many layers, but the way that I explain it, very simply put it, is the gut, the heart, and the brain. All right? We have neurological pathways. That's right. We have neurons. Neurons, man. God damn. You can actually think with your fucking gut. And I don't know if you know about this, but in our body, we have more bacteria than actual living cells, than actual cells that compose our body. We have more bacteria, man. More bacteria than cells. What does that tell you? All of that bacteria lives in your gut system. What does that tell you? If you keep a healthy bacteria, if you keep a healthy gut, which is basically the bacteria, and it sounds bad, right? The moment I say bacteria, I was like, oh my God, you say bacteria, especially with today's society that everyone is so stressed and afraid of every motherfucking virus or bacteria or anything. And, I'm not a doctor. Huge disclaimer, right? I'm an image consultant. But I know once I started looking into this, I took my health under my own hands because I realized it's all rigged. It's all a scam. And it starts with what we eat. They poison you with what you eat, and then you go to the doctor, and the doctor is paid by the same motherfucking companies and industry that wants you and keeps you bad and keeps you unhealthy and with a disease, so that it becomes a cycle, and then they're literally milking you like a cow. That's right, they're milking you. They're taking away all your money. And not just your money, but your right to think, your freedom to be who you want to be. Because, like we said on that episode, the last episode, it all starts with what you eat. And if you don't eat proper food, real food, as we like to call it, you're not gonna have any energy. You're not gonna be able to think and want more, because literally your mind and your brain, because remember that with your gut you think, if you're eating junk food, your ability to think will be so dramatically shortened, right? It'll be reduced. So you'll feel bloated, you'll feel that I don't know how you guys say it. In Mexico they say el mal del puerco. I don't know how you guys say that. You know what I'm talking about. When after you eat, you feel all depleted of energy. You feel like, oh man, I gotta rest. When you realize that food is energy, it should be the opposite, right? After you eat, you should feel replenished. You should feel like, man, I'm ready to keep going. It's literally fuel. But because you're eating, you have bad habits. Most people, not just in America, but everywhere out here in Mexico, I think it's one of the first, the second, or the third, or the fourth, I don't know, top 5 countries in the world with most diabetes. What does that tell you? Even kids have obesity here in fucking Mexico, when it's a fucking third world country, right? We still have certain places in Mexico, not all of them, but we still have places in Mexico, little towns, where they don't have enough to eat. And yet, the dichotomy of having kids with diabetes, right, with obesity, come on, man, it doesn't make any sense. And this is because these big ass companies, they make money, they profit out of this junk food, right? And they give you cravings, and it becomes an addiction of all these little cravings that you have from junk food, from hamburgers, from eating all the bullshit that you eat and most people eat. It becomes an addiction, literally. You have no idea. For example, let me give you just an example. I'm not gonna get too much into that. I just want you to think and start your own research on this. That's how I did it. I started realizing, man, I felt like shit. Literally. Okay, let me tell you something. Let me explain it to you. I felt like I was bad. I felt like there was something wrong with me. And no doctor could actually pinpoint at what was actually happening to me. And no fucking doctor ever said to me, hey, have you tried changing your diet? No, because all the fucking doctors, or most, like normal, in quotes, doctors, right? Like the square doctors, not a holistic or more natural doctor. No, like the normal doctor. They go to school and they get the fucking little degree and all that. They don't think like this, and they never try to. They rarely they give you some natural remedy, right? So they couldn't find what was wrong with me. No fucking doctor ever asked me, "What's your diet like?" Maybe one doctor, but he never said, "Well, have you stopped eating meat or something like that?" No, he was just like, "Oh, well, okay, this is your." He literally just asked me, "What's your diet?" And I told him. This is before I was vegan, talking about like 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I felt like shit. I felt like I had cancer, literally. I felt like something was wrong with me and I was probably going to die. Literally, like, oh man, I probably have cancer or some autoimmune disease. Man, this is it. I'm going to fucking die. I remember I didn't even want to go to a doctor because I was afraid of the diagnosis that they were going to find, right? But no. I think they just found the diagnosis was bowel syndrome, right? Irritable. Am I saying it correctly? Yeah, irritable bowel syndrome or something like that, right? Which is basically eating shit, having a bad and not a proper diet, right? Bad eating habits, eating meat, eating cheese, eating bread, all this junk food and all this shit. I used to eat a lot of meat, and I used to eat everything. I would eat tongue of the cow. I would eat the eyes in a taco. You know what I'm saying? I would eat everything. Pasta. I would eat just everything. I loved cheese. I was one of those guys that loved cheese. So then I talked to my brother. Shout out to my brother Brian Casella, my brother from another mother, and he already changed his diet before me. And I remember I would give him a lot of shit, like, "Hey man, you're a pussy for not eating meat, blah 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 blah. Where are you gonna get your protein, bro?" And he was just like, "Bro, shut the fuck up, right?" And then he said, "Give it 1 week. Just fucking do it." And as most people say, "Well, but how am I gonna do it? Oh man, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna die. How do you do it?" Well, this is where how you do anything is how you do everything comes into play. Because I'm an intense motherfucker and I don't half-ass anything. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to fucking do something 100%, 1,000%. I don't half-ass anything, all right? So that's why how you do anything is how you do everything. Whether it's in diet, whether it's in image, fashion, business, relationships, whatever. So I said, you know what, man, fuck it. I didn't say I'm going to try it. I said I'm going to do it. And I did it for a week. No meat. I'm strictly vegan. And this is even before, because now I changed my diet. Now I eat clean, more alkaline food, more electric food, right? Uncooked food. And I changed my habits even more, because it's one thing being vegan and still you can eat a lot of bullshit while being vegan, and you can still be fat and have diabetes while being vegan, right? Being vegan does not mean, or having a plant-based diet does not mean that you automatically become healthy, but immediately you'll feel it. It's way better than eating animal products. So I said, okay, fuck it. I'll stop doing it. 1 week, I'm telling you, 1 week, all of my symptoms disappeared. All of them. 1 fucking week. I stopped feeling bloated. I stopped feeling like I was out of energy. I stopped, eating. I was in the bathroom all the time. I felt like shit, I mean, it's just, I'm going to say something gross, but I was, how do you say it? When I was going to the bathroom, there was blood in the bathroom, in the stool. So I was like, man, I'm going to die. That stopped in 1 fucking week. So I was like, dude, this is amazing. I feel better. And I did yoga, right? I've been doing yoga and stretches for a long time. My, yoga practice went better because I was more flexible. That's right. Out of a fucking diet, I was like, dude, I was so unaware that what you eat, you become what you eat. What you eat affects everything in your life: your mood, your behavior, your emotions, your body can stretch even more, your mental clarity, your thoughts. Because I became way less intense, in a way that aggressive, right? I was more aggressive. I was tired, so I couldn't be, I was less creative, even though I was already creating a lot of products and I already had my business style systems. I felt like clarity, like more creativeness. So I said, man, out of just eating animal products, I'm onto something. All right. So that's when I started doing my own research, and I started really learning from books. There's this guy called Daniel Orion, something like that. Go look it up. Let me actually, and I have my phone with me. Let me check it for you guys right now. Yeah, there you go. He's an author. Darin Olien, DarinOlien, Darin Olien, and he's an author. He's a wellness expert, and I started listening to his podcast, and I read his book, and then I got to Dr. Sebi, and boom, boom, boom. I started doing my own research, and not just doing my research, but also trying it on my body from experience. You always hear me saying, become a person of your own experience. Well, that's it. I started implementing these things onto me, and I felt it immediately. All right. So pay attention to what the fuck you're putting into your system, into your body. Because you have no idea how an unhappy gut can lead to an unhappy life, literally. right? Have impaired absorption of important nutrients for brain health, for energy overall, right? Gut inflammation can lead to brain inflammation. I don't know if you know about that. Uh, uh, how else can I say it? Your dopamine, it reduces your dopamine production, right? So this causes a lot of mood swings, low libido. This causes even depression. My God, you see people being stressed all the time in today's world and being depressed. Guess what? You can actually cure that, amongst other things, through your diet. Through your fucking diet. So people come to me saying, "Hey, I want to be the best version of myself." They think wrongly. They think that it's just about the fashion, it's just about the style, it's just about what you wear. Well, yeah, that can help you, right? That can help you, but you cannot even begin to think about how to level up in your life when you're eating McDonald's, while you're eating junk food, you're eating fast food. Your body is telling you, "Man, I feel uncomfortable." Well, no wonder. No matter what the fuck you wear, you're still gonna feel uncomfortable under your own skin. You're not gonna have the confidence, and you're still gonna have depression. Why? Because you're eating bullshit. All right. I hear this every day, even with my own fucking family. "Oh, I just got diagnosed with diabetes." Well, motherfucker, what the fuck are you eating? And then here it goes. I tell them, go on this diet. Stop eating animal products. Stop consuming this, that. Stop drinking more teas. Some of the teas, I learned about herbalism here with ancient true shamans, true native people from Mexico. That I don't know if you know about this, but Mexico is the second country with the most herbal natural remedies in the world. The first one is China, and then the second one is Mexico. We have a lot of beautiful herbal remedies, whether it's a plant, a flower, a root, or a mushroom, that it can cure almost everything, if not everything, right? But of course, major changes in your diet need to be applied. You gotta change habits, change your lifestyle. You can't expect to live a happy life and be healthy and look good and feel great and have all the money in the world and make a change not only in you but also in people's lives and your relationships while eating McDonald's. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's not just about the money. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're not healthy, you're gonna die. What the fuck are you gonna do with all that fucking money? Well, yeah, you can go to all the doctors, but you're gonna continue to do that, right? You're not gonna enjoy all the success. You're not gonna be able to reap the benefits of all the work that you're putting into your business, into the success that you're having. Success, it's a holistic thing, right? It covers everything. At least for me, I don't want to be just successful on one area professionally. I want to be successful with my relationships. I want to be successful with my health. I want to be successful with my image. I want to be successful with my communication. It's a holistic thing. It covers everything, and it should cover everything. But this is something that most people don't even think about, They just focus on one thing. Well, it's all about the money. Well, it's all about how you look. Well, it's all about blah, 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 blah. Well, it's everything. And for the majority of people, changing their diet is like, whatever, man. This sounds mumbo jumbo, man. What are you? Oh, you're crazy, man. You're a hippie or something like that. Change your fucking diet. Give it 1 week. Give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks of stop eating animal products. Just do it. All right? See what happens. And the beauty of this is not only will you be helping yourself, but also you'll be helping a little bit of society itself. All right? God damn. And if you don't want to do it, at least be more, the first step that you got to do is be more aware of what you're putting inside of your body. Read the labels, literally, read the ingredients and make an effort. Now you don't have to be an expert. You can just look at the ingredients in your fucking phone. You have that ability on the palm of your hands. Look at all the ingredients, search them on Google and see what you're putting into your system, okay? Realize what you're doing. Realize what you're doing to your body. And that way you'll become a little bit better with your life. I guarantee you that 100%. Okay, you'll feel the difference. So that's the episode for today. Start paying attention. Get into a relationship with your food. Where does it come from? Who created it? Okay, go to the market's farmer or a farmer's market. I'm sorry. Talk to them. Get to know where it comes from, and that way, that's the first step to become a better version of yourself. All right. So that's the episode for today. Remember that you can go to pablomentor.com or stylesystems.com, style systems with double S. If you can find me on social media, because I still get censored, at Pablo Mentor, or I have another account, mentor.pablo, because I'm getting censored like a motherfucker. And you'll find out all the things that I'm doing. All right. So if you have more questions, send them to me. Be the best version of yourself by starting with your diet. And I guarantee you, if you have a healthy gut, you'll have a healthy life. You'll feel better. And then you can start thinking about taking it to the next level by wearing better things, natural fabrics. You'll feel better. You'll look better. You'll live better. And then from there, you take it to your relationships, your money, your business, and so on and so forth. All right. Until the next one.